I'm doing it right now in this moment because since I said that I know why I'm recording these things now, I've been having a lot of clarity on why, when, what, how type thing, about using them. But I also continue to get these revelations of topics, and I sometimes write them down, confirming that I'll speak about them. However, I don't know when I will, or if I will, or if I will remember. So this is something that really weighed heavy on me this morning. And as I'm going through my day, and all of this is within a span of 24 hours, mind you. And as I am moving on throughout my day, I am getting confirmation after confirmation after confirmation that how I turned that situation around was right. So I have to, give this to you all. And it's about mindset and maneuvering throughout life in ways that is beneficial to right now. So I'm sitting here on my way to an appointment, and I'm feeling away, I was feeling last night, and it's just dang, I've been doing so well in my mindset and manifestation and all of the things. I'm doing the work, I'm feeling good, I am understanding that my past thoughts has created my current life, and my current thoughts is what is actually coming, right? So I'm more mindful of that than ever right now in this season. And as I'm maneuvering through, and I see this car that I'm going to get, and I'm dang, I keep seeing it, and oh my God, I just know it's coming, and I'm so excited, and blase, and then here comes this thought, and it's second guessing what I know. And I feel I kept on maneuvering, and then it was I need to have this conversation, and this is weighing heavy on me with this person that I love. And then I start thinking about oh, what if it doesn't go like this? And it's why am I even worried about that? So then that thought crept, and I'm okay, I don't need to worry about that, and I'm fine. And then here's that little thing that says, you thinking about it because you're not confident in what you just said, even though you're trying to act like you are. And I'm no, I know. So why am I battling myself in these moments and in these times? And then I go back to a conversation that me and my son had maybe 3 nights ago. Maybe it was Sunday. Today is Tuesday, so maybe not even that long. And he said to me that one of his coaches told him that they talk to themselves, and when they speak to themselves, it has helped them in more ways than one. And my son stated the way that he explained it made so much sense, but I really can't put the words together now. And I said, did he say anything about motivating himself? And he said, yeah. How did you know? And I told him about manifestation, mindset, those type things, and moving toward the life that we're supposed to have in all different sectors of our life. And self-talk is so important. You can call it talking to yourself or whatever you want to call it. You actually have to channel those feelings and those emotions. And while today I'm maneuvering through, happy as can be, so excited, and it's a little gloomy. I don't know if you guys can see around me, but it's super gloomy out. And I allow that and my cycle and all of these things to give me excuse to second guess what I know about my near future and what I know about my life and what I know about all of the great things that I have been doing and all of the great things that I am. Those little thoughts became crippling, and then I found an excuse to go with them. And it's like, wait, what? Like, why are you giving the devil an excuse to use you and bring you down and take you out of a higher realm? And I'm like, okay. And this time, while talking to myself, I started talking to the devil like, go find somebody else to play with. Because this is not happening. Like, you're not going to allow me to use these little things in life, gloominess, or these type things to make an excuse why I should second guess or limit myself when I've already came out of all of that. We have to have self-talk. We have to make sure that when we have these little thoughts, we pause to say, no, you know who you are. You know who you belong to. You know what God said about you. You know the work that you've been doing to get to where you want to go. And you're going to allow a day, a moment, a thought, the devil to separate you from the goodness of God that is coming your way? No, we ain't going out like that. And I did that. I maneuvered through. I thanked myself. I thanked God. And it changed my perspective of today. It changed my perspective of those limiting beliefs that continue to creep up even when we're on the path of doing right. And it's so funny because that's when it happens the most. When you're doing good and you're changing your mindset and you're loving yourself and you're in bliss and joy and peace, just living and thriving in life, letting go of what you can't control and being present in the moment and grateful for all you have, is when those little voices come the most. But in those moments is the true test. Because it's always good when it's happy. It's always good when it's sunshine. It's always good when everything is going your way. But today I realized that if I didn't change those limiting beliefs in the moment, then that will be a hindrance in my future. And I will not allow a day to mitigate every single thing that is coming my way. Not a day, not a thought, not a devil. No way in heck. And I just want you to understand that there will be those days. There will be those thoughts. Probably more than we would like. But the same mindset that you have when you're happy is the same mindset that you have the ability to get back to when those times are low or those moments are hard. So, talk to yourself. Give yourself self-motivation. When you hear those things that come in, doubt, fear, second guessing, worry, scarcity, limiting, fear, doubt, worthiness. Because those are all schemes of the devil. Those are all things that's going to trap us into feeling like we're not supposed to be living life and living it in abundance. Or those are all the things that is going to make us miss out on heaven on earth. And that ain't the way it's supposed to be designed. That's not the way that it is designed. So we have the ability to change that. And honestly, we're the only ones. So when the devil creeps in and your thoughts go negative, it might be one time in that day. It might be 2 times. It might be 3. I think I had like maybe 4 or 5 within the span of 24 hours. And I'm like, nah. And then the voices got louder. It started to be like every time I say something good, like the voice was louder and as I was like knocking them down left and right in the beginning, like, whatever, like, no, I know this is gonna happen for me. I know what I am. I know. And then the more I did that, the more it started to creep louder and louder. And I got fed up. Like, no, you ain't finna do this to me. Nah. So I need you to get fed up with negativity, whether it's coming from outside sources or inner source. You have to fight it in a way that you understand that you're more worthy of that. You are greater than that. God has better plans for you than that. You don't have to second guess anything when it comes to what you're supposed to be doing. Nothing. 111 was just on the time, which means I need to wrap this up. But at the same time, God is speaking to us. He sees us in these hard moments. He's there. Use him. Rely on him. And trust in yourself. I think I continue to say everything that's in us is everything that we need right now in this moment. And I showed myself that today, and I feel so much better. I feel so much better, which is why I could sit here and I could talk and say, we got this. Greater is here, and more is on the way. Just continue to trust and believe in God, and trust and believe in yourself. It's all working. It's all a part of the plan. And 9 times out of 10, it's a test. It's a test to see just how far you'll allow that negativity to creep. Because once it creeps and it stays, one thought becomes 1,000. One bad day turns into 100. Then a lifetime. And then it's a spiral, and then it's depression, and then it's anxiety, and then it's I can't get out the bed, and then it's I'm not worthy enough, and then it's nobody loves me, and then it's all the things that is opposite of what God thinks of you. And it all comes from self. It all comes from internal limiting thoughts and beliefs about you. That's a harsh truth. We do it to ourselves. I did it to myself. It probably was okay and better, made me feel better to say it's the devil, because he does play a part. But if we sit back and we're honest with ourselves, we do it. I did that. I gave excuse after excuse after excuse why these negative thoughts kept coming. And I'm sure you do too. But just as we have the ability to tell ourselves negative things, we have the ability to tell ourselves positive things. And we should give ourselves self-talk every single day. Even more so when we don't feel like it, because that's when it matters the most. So I just want to encourage you to continue to live life on purpose. Continue to be all that you need to be for yourself, because until you do it, you can't expect anybody else to do it. That's backwards. Love you. Trust you. Trust your intuition. And speak to yourself. You're the only person that stay with you every single moment of every single day. You got this. Small things to a giant. Change your mind, you'll change your life. That's it. Sounds easy. It's very hard. It's a daily practice. But one foot in front of the other. Day in, day out prayer. And continue to speak to you. Continue to speak life into you. And I'll continue to speak life into you as well. Because greater is here and more is on the way. I love y'all. Have a great day on purpose.